Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. As the leaves turn and a chill fills the air, my own thoughts inevitably turn to Halloween. And when you think of Halloween, one name, one mask, one silent, looming figure immediately comes to mind: Michael Myers. Today, I'm paying tribute to the original boogeyman, the embodiment of pure, unadulterated fear that has stalked our screens for over 4 decades. So dim the lights, lock your doors, and let's delve into the dark legacy of The Shape. In the original script for John Carpenter's 1978 masterpiece, Halloween, Michael Myers is referred to simply as The Shape. This isn't just a random nickname, it's a brilliant piece of characterization. It strips him of his humanity. He isn't a man, he's a form, an outline, a silhouette seen in the shadows, against a hedge, or in a doorway. This simple designation transforms him from a mere killer into an abstract concept of evil. When you see him, he's not just a person in a mask. He's the very shape of fear itself, something primal and indefinable that lurks just outside the safety of our homes. This choice makes him less of a character to understand and more of a force of nature to be survived, setting the stage for the terror to come. Then, there are the eyes, or rather, the lack of them. Dr. Loomis, Michael's tormented psychiatrist, famously described them with haunting clarity: the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. This description is the key to understanding the horror of Michael Myers. Behind the cold, emotionless latex mask, there are just 2 dark voids. You can't see his expression, you can't read his intentions, you can't connect with him on any human level. There's no anger, no sadness, no joy, just nothing. It's this emptiness that is so profoundly unsettling. The mask hides the man, but the black eyes erase the soul. It's like staring into an abyss, and the abyss is staring back, completely devoid of empathy or reason. This soulless gaze is what makes him so terrifying. He sees you not as a person, but as an object in his path. The design of Michael Myers is a masterclass in minimalist horror. It's ingeniously simple, yet iconic. The crew famously took a cheap Captain Kirk mask, painted it stark white, widened the eye holes, and teased out the hair. That's it. No complex prosthetics, no elaborate monster suit, just a plain, white, expressionless face. This simplicity is its genius. The blankness of the mask allows us, the audience, to project our own deepest fears onto it. Is he angry? Is he emotionless? We don't know. And that uncertainty is terrifying. He wears a simple dark blue mechanic's jumpsuit, clothing that allows him to blend into the shadows, to be anyone, anywhere. He's not a flashy villain. He's a mundane, everyday kind of evil, which makes the idea of him all the more plausible and frightening. Adding to the terror is his method. Michael Myers is the ultimate silent stalker. He doesn't taunt his victims with clever quips or monologue about his plans. He doesn't run. He just walks. A slow, steady, relentless pace that is somehow more terrifying than a full-on sprint. It implies an unnerving confidence, a certainty that he will eventually catch you no matter how fast you run or where you hide. His silence is deafening. It creates an unbearable tension, a sense of dread that builds with every slow, deliberate step. He's a predator, patient and methodical, and his silence makes him seem less human and more like an inevitable approaching doom. The only sound you might hear is the rustling of leaves or his heavy breathing, a chilling reminder that he is always there, always closing in. Let's talk about his durability. Michael Myers is, for all intents and purposes, unstoppable. He's been shot multiple times, stabbed, set on fire, and has fallen from great heights, yet he always gets back up. He seems to feel no pain, to have no physical limits. This superhuman resilience elevates him from a mortal man to something much more sinister. He isn't just a killer. He's a force of nature, an entity that cannot be reasoned with or destroyed by conventional means. Every time he rises again, seemingly unharmed, It reinforces the idea that he's not just flesh and blood. This invulnerability is a core part of his mythos. It creates a sense of utter hopelessness for his victims and for us, the viewers. How do you fight something that can't be stopped? How do you survive an evil that cannot die? All of these elements combine to create the boogeyman incarnate. The term boogeyman is something we associate with childhood fears, the monster under the bed or in the closet. John Carpenter brilliantly took this concept and gave it a real, tangible form. Michael Myers is what happens when that childhood fear grows up and walks out of the shadows into our world. He doesn't have a complex, sympathetic backstory, at least not in the original film. He is, as Dr. Loomis says, purely and simply evil. He represents a random, motiveless malevolence that can strike anyone, anywhere, at any time. He is the personification of our fear of the unknown, the dark, and the inexplicable violence that can shatter our peaceful lives without warning. He is the boogeyman all grown up, and it all began with one person, his sister Judith Myers. The film's chilling opening sequence, shot from a 6-year-old Michael's point of view, is one of the most effective and terrifying scenes in cinema history. We see through his eyes as he walks through his house on Halloween night, picks up a large kitchen knife, and proceeds to end his older sister's life. The reveal, when his parents unmask him outside, is shocking. This small, innocent-looking child in a clown costume is a killer. This act establishes the core of Michael's character. His evil wasn't created by trauma or abuse. It was seemingly born with him. Judith was his first victim, but she was also his genesis. Her murder marked the moment the boy was consumed by the Shape, setting him on a path of relentless terror that would define the town of Haddonfield and the horror genre forever. Michael Myers remains a titan of terror because he taps into our most primal fears, the fear of the dark, of the silent stranger, of an evil that has no reason and no end. He is more than just a movie monster. He is a cultural icon, a modern myth, the definitive face of Halloween. His legacy is not just in the sequels and remakes, but in the lingering feeling of unease you get when you see a shadow move just at the edge of your vision on a dark October night. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the legend of Michael Myers. What is it about the Shape that terrifies you the most? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content on all things horror. Stay safe and have a very happy Halloween.